Hello everybody. Yes, it's just me. Mikey has been neglecting his side business for 5 years now, and so he's going to be concentrating now on his business, and he's going to be working 7 days a week and building up his inventory again. So I'm doing this video because many of you are asking us to do a video about the memorial or Lord's evening meal. Now, we've already done several videos about this in the past, but you know, like us, don't remember which ones. So the ones that I can find, I'm going to put in the link down below so that you can see past videos. This is a great subject to research if you're so inclined, so I'll just give you some basics to begin with. I will also put a link down below to a site that explains it a little bit differently that I thought was interesting, so if you're interested and so inclined. His explanations that there was actually 2 Sabbaths that week. The high Sabbath earlier in the week and the regular one starting Friday at sunset. And then he's got scriptures that, you know, kind of make it sound like, yeah, there was probably 2 Sabbaths. Now, Watchtower had us believing our entire lives that the scripture at Matthew 12:40, where it says Jesus celebrated the Passover with his disciples, was arrested, crucified, and was in the grave for parts of 3 days. Even the Catholics believe the same way. I don't think this can be the explanation because, you know, 3 days is 3 days. But I'll let you go have fun researching that. It's very interesting. And like I said, I'll put the link down below to this website. I thought it was a different take on it because I had never heard that before. And, you know, I'm always interested in learning and, you know, getting knowledge. And I always have an open mind for things. So it was very interesting. I want to focus on Watchtower's doctrine that Christ celebrated the Passover/Sabbath with his disciples and died that same day. Now, first of all, I just want to explain that the Jews during this time period did nothing on Sabbath or Passover. Everything was prepared the couple of days beforehand, and they called those preparation days. So, you know, the lamb was slaughtered during preparation, you know, and everything was done. So they did absolutely no work on these Sabbaths and Passovers. So with that in mind, I'd like to share the scripture. Now I'm going to be using the New World Translation since that's what most of us are familiar with and what we've been using our whole lives. And, you know, so Jehovah's Witnesses know it's their own Bible. Now I've got the reference, large print reference, 1984. And I like that one because it has footnotes. Okay, John 13:1 and 2. Now, because he knew before the festival of the Passover that his hour had come for him to move out of this world to the Father, Jesus, having loved his own that were in the world, loved them to the end. So while the evening meal was going on, there's an asterisk, the devil having already put it into the heart of Judas Iscariot, the son of Simon, to betray him. Now, when you go down to the asterisk for 13:2, or was being prepared. Just one of those, Okay, now let's go to Matthew 27:62 and 63. The next day, which was after the preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered together before Pilate, saying, Sir, we have called to mind that the impostor said while yet alive, after 3 days I am to be raised up. Preparation, the next day. After the preparation is when the Pharisees were asking Pilate for the body. So Jesus was already dead. So this couldn't have been Nisan 14th. It just couldn't have. Okay, so now let's go to Mark 15:42. Now, as it was already late in the afternoon, and since it was preparation, that is the day before Sabbath. See, and we know this is why Jesus had to hurriedly been taken down and placed in the tomb. You know, they didn't even have time to prepare the body. This is why it was hurriedly. But this was preparation day. Okay, let's go to Luke 22:7. The day of the unfermented cakes now arrived, on which the Passover victim must be sacrificed. And he dispatched Peter and John, saying, "Go and get the Passover ready for us to eat." And this is the scripture this guy uses on this website, to explain that this possibly could have been the high Passover, but it was not the regular one that they would be celebrating on Saturday. Okay, let's go to John 19:14 through 15. Now it was preparation of the Passover. It was about the 6th hour, and he said to the Jews, "See your king." However, they shouted, take him away, impale him." So, it was preparation of the Passover, and Jesus was about to be killed at this point. So there's no way he could have celebrated the regular Passover with his disciples. Just saying. So just some things to do some research on and look up for yourself. It's a fun investigation to do, but it all boils down to watch our dates are wrong. So thank you so much for everything and all your wonderful comments and emails, and we have been getting hundreds of emails and comments, about Mike's last video that he had done. So thank you so much, and we're so glad, to hear that some of you are picking up a Bible that you haven't picked up in years and investigating for yourself. And that is good to hear. Research it and investigate it, and, come to your own conclusions. We don't want to tell anybody what to believe. So I hope this helped, and like I said, you can check out the other videos we've done in the past about the Lord's evening meal. The biggest thing is that we were told that unless we partake of Christ's body and blood, there can be no life in us. So you all have a wonderful weekend. We love you. Bye.